Let's just record it too. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our first episode of Tell Me I'm the Greatest podcast with Artem Tarinenko and Travis Bagent. Travis, how you
For
been?
years, people have been begging me to do a podcast. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first episode here. I've got my man Artem. Hopefully he can help lead the way. Super excited. Got a big announcement today. I am back, baby.
Okay.
I have got a newfound obsession for running an arm wrestling event and series, and I have teamed up with the greatest of all time and John Verzink, and we are about to launch the Legends NAL Arm Wrestling Tour this summer. $25,000 events. Now, don't get me wrong. My fee is in there. So I can't see the arm wrestlers will see all of that. But hey, I think we're going to put together a super fun weekend 3 or 4 times this summer and really catapult it into what I think could be a really awesome arm wrestling weekend. So big announcement coming before this show is over.
Nice. All right. So everybody how many people out here? Got 10 people so far. 20. It's from 10 to 20. All right. Y'all 20 know what's going on. So y'all stick around. So
call your buddies. Let your buddies know.
Let them know. So Travis, did you happen to watch the King of the Table? What happened?
I did watch 2 matches in the King of the Table really thoroughly. Actually, I watched 3 because I did see Lachlan get handled as well.
Okay.
So I watched Vitali, I watched Dave, I watched Schoolboy, and I watched what I just said. What's his name? Aracle. And
right.
And,
well, let's go by one. If you haven't watched something, we'll talk it over. But I think they open up with Khaled and Schoolboy.
Awesome match, right? I mean, and I also am sorry because I thought that match was left-handed. And that's why I thought that Schoolboy was just a more seasoned arm wrestler, but it ended up being right-handed. And, the fact is that dude's pretty good.
Yeah, he's really strong, which is funny. He kind of didn't even know how to move, and Schoolboy did. He kind of attempted to do some moves, but it seems still like the experience not there almost. Like the elbows movement were like kind of good, but they were kind of fake. You know what I mean?
Well, also, too, nothing is stranger than the arm wrestler manipulating a position, right? And then we're screaming, now that's technique, right? Like, right. You could see Schoolboy transitioning into arm wrestling procedures and techniques in order to gain an advantage. But the funny thing is when he just ran in and hooked him, there was a wall there.
Right.
And if the brother knew how to arm wrestle, he could have made that really, really easy by just keeping Schoolboy on his side in that high hook instead of getting all weird and awkward and unbalanced and King's moving and, did a lot of weird stuff and very dangerous stuff. Like when you're watching that match, do you not see his bicep tendon about to tear?
Bro, and I never felt that. I don't think he cares. Did you see how calm he was the whole time? He didn't even break a sweat in whole 6 matches. It can open up. All right, I'll bring it back up. Did not care. Stood up. Yeah, everything.
Tension and everything.
That's insane. That's absolutely insane. And dude, then he pulls Ryan a couple matches after, and Ryan thinks he can be Ryan thought he can hold him and bleed him out second match, and Khaled still got it to where Ryan had to fight it. That's a lot. It's almost like I don't know what to say. It's like, does Schoolboy need more tournament experience to know how to manipulate all this shit? Because he can win that. Or does Khaled needs to be like balls in the wall with arm wrestling so he can start killing everybody?
Well, and I don't even think he needs to be balls to the walls at arm wrestling. He needs to, like, all of those guys, right? Like, either guys like Prudnick are withholding information to guys like Larry Wills, right? I mean, and Khaled and all those arm wrestling guys that are over there. No one has told those guys that balance is the most important thing. And as soon as you get all weird and awkward, it's just strange that that they wouldn't, they need to bring me over there. I'm telling you right now. Or actually, I'm not coming over there. They need to come here to Martinsburg, West Virginia, just for a simple balance training. That whole thing where you can ghost arm wrestle, win without being a weirdo. Because once your legs are dangling underneath of you in an awkward fashion, you already know there is no more pressure going to be generated here. Like, I am just hanging on, and it's so strange to see, even Vitali, to see guys that need to stand up and be on the heels of their freaking feet, right? Like, totally balanced, instead of knees sucked up underneath the table and they're just hanging on and they can't transition, they can't move. And it's, and don't get me wrong, Vitali has a lot more to work with being as tall as he is. I get it. But I'm just I'm letting everyone know, all you have to do is look underneath the table, and I bet you can almost tell who's going to win. And if they still win when it's goofy underneath there, imagine if it wasn't.
I got you. I see your logic with that. Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say in that match though, because that was insane. There's a lot of power. There's a lot of awkward arm lengths and all that shit. I don't know. But we'll get it. We'll get it. So Kyle is a beast. Schoolboy, I don't know. I think Schoolboy needs to beat up on more people in the tournament so he can move around better or be more comfortable.
And also, too, let's be completely honest. If your move is the hook, you better be careful who you are messing with. Because
I don't know. Schoolboys is the top roller really, but I think going in the hook was a better decision because Khaled's hand is so fucking stupid. Going for the top roll early in that still first round, I think that was a little mistake too, because it's like, bro, his hand is way too fresh for this. He should load it up a couple of matches, I think. Yeah. So Irakli and Lackland. What do you think about that? Because
I just think that also you just go back and just see that Todd Hutchings beating Irakli like that was absolutely amazing, because Irakli's a bad man. Like, I think that he's the guy. I think there's a collision course where Irakli is who's going to be able to mess with Prudnick at the same weight.
Really?
That's huge, which means that Irakli has to become better than Todd Hutchings, which probably will never pull Todd again. So whatever he does, Todd will get that credit as they climbs up. And I wouldn't be surprised if Irakli's not in the top 10, top 15. And it just goes to show you that. And I don't think that Todd Hutchings is in the top 15. But we all saw what we saw, which was Todd getting on his ass like that. So strange.
Right. Irakli is definitely going to be one of those guys. Depends where he sticks with his natural body weight, where he's going to be top, whatever, either in a class or,
and how he took that loss. He took that loss from Todd, and I think he's just been grinding and growing. And
he looked normal too, like compared to Lackland, he looked like a normal human being almost.
I agree. That's another thing. Just like even when Prudnick is plumpy and big, he also has a normal look to him as well. And Irakli's just like Todd Hutchins, super normal looking, but awesome though, awesome. And you're just a few clicks away when you got that awesome hand and top roll to being able to beat anybody. And with his training partner too. I mean, come on, dude. This guy, like, the sky's the limit for that cat.
Yeah, exactly. His weight numbers and the build too. He's fairly lanky too. Like, it's tall forearm. Like, yeah, you can do a lot of damage with the motherfucker.
And also that David or whatever the hell that left-handed kid's name is, David Stan or whatever.
Yeah, David Daddycan.
Whoa!
That's actually the next match, right? It's Artem and David.
He's the dude.
Well, yeah, he trains with Suplinkov, right? Lives in Moscow, trains there. Left hand. He's like what was he like 250? Huh?
Is he Armenian?
Yeah, he's from Armenia. Yes. He originated from Armenia.
But he lives in Russia.
Lives in Russia, trains with Denis Tuplinkov like for years now.
Wow.
Yeah. That was a crazy match.
Yeah, I mean, he destroyed that guy, man. Like, that whole, I can't stand the 4 wins. 3 is all you should ever need. The 4th one is whack. If you're down 3-0.
I know your logic. If you're in the bar and I beat you first 2 times, it's good to go. The family is done. Everybody want to go home.
All I need to start talking such monumental shit to you that it doesn't matter what happens from then on. When I win the 3rd time, man, I don't even know. I don't even think the guy deserves for me to come back to the table the 4th time, much less begin this journey of him winning 4 in a row. I am out, dude. I'm out. If you're up 2-0, you're the guy. If you're up 3-0, it's a wrap. Forget it. As soon as I get that 3rd win, I'm leaving. Like, I'm not even the same guy the next match. I'm letting you do whatever you want. I'm feeling sorry for you.
Right. And that's what I wonder if that would happen in this 4th match, because they both kind of claimed injured and shit. But it seemed like, because David said it in the press conference, like, if it goes really easy, I'll let him do whatever. And it seems like he kind of did slow down on his own and that he got caught. Well, I don't know.
Yeah. Subconsciously, there's no way to attack that last match unless there is a ridiculous life-changing amount of money on the other end, which we both know that, you know, they already got their money, win or lose, for the most part. You know what I mean? And when you want to do that for the promoter, you want it to be a good match. You want to show your dominance, slow down, whatever. And then when you're arm wrestling a guy who's just bigger than you, you recognize how that burst, that explosion to, you know, in that connection, how precious it is. Because when the guy's bigger than you, you're only one. You saw it with Ryan Bowen. I mean, even if you've got all the gas in the world, if you get a little shaky connection with a bigger man, you know, you're gonna find yourself, you know, with some adversity, to say the least. But I'm telling you, that David dude is a ridiculous, awesome dude that looks to me like he doesn't weigh but about 235 pounds if he wanted to.
Yeah, he was like 250. I think he competes. Yeah. I think he competed at like the top 8 thing at like 105 kilos, which is like 235, 230. Yeah, he's a very the normal deal. Yeah.
Him and Devin need to pull, because Devin could do that very thing in round 4.
Right, but I don't know. I mean, I think David slaps is a little too much. It's a little too crazy. I think you're gonna snatch it in there, and that's it. It's gone. I don't know.
Man, that dude's awesome, man. That dude whooped up on Artem. I don't care what. Miroslav can take that championship, but he ain't. Don't listen. Put that trophy in the back so that people don't even ask you about it, because you know that dude was on you, and that dude's light. Woo! Man. And he's like mean, and he's a mean ass dude.
Mm-hmm. It's only like 40 pounds difference, yeah.
Yeah, he's something right there. That guy right there.
Hey, hold on. Let's talk about
uninvite that guy to any event that I ever had.
Hold on. You can watch it in person. So it'll be awesome, because they start out, they're showing both of them, you know, and they open up with interviews. It starts with Artem saying, hey, I'm Arden from Kazakhstan. I'm a 24 years old. At first, like, motherfucker, you're at least 35. Goddamn. Then he speaks to David, and he's like, I'm David. I'm from Armenia. I'm 24 years old. What the? You look 46. God damn it. Who the fuck? They're both the same age, and they both look 80 combined. That's incredible. Please stop doing drugs. Fuck. Primal.
Dudes right there.
Get yourself some primal so you don't have to look like two of those old washed up dudes. 44. Hey, they combined age of together was 48, and neither one of them looked like
40 years old. Yeah, that's a lot of talent right there, guys.
Yeah. So yeah. So speaking of talent and like that weight and what it makes the difference. So Khalid and Ryan was the next match, and yeah.
I can't believe that continued after. I mean, that match.
Yeah, I want to give Ryan a shout out that he kind of realized the position that he was, and he was not acting weird, because he could have ruined it for everybody, right? By acting the way Ryan will act and not recognizing the position that he's in.
Yeah, I kind of felt sorry for Ryan the whole time when it was like, I don't know if he really did rub the guy the wrong way months ago or something, but I feel like there was a lot of hostility coming from Khalid.
Yeah, it's a weird situation when you talk shit like that and you lose, and like, how do you? Who's celebrating?
It was just one of those. No, I'm talking about the pre-hype match.
Gotcha.
Was Ryan Bowen talking about Khalid in a way that he didn't think that he was the most amazing arm wrestler in the world. In fact, that he thought that he could do something with it. Is that how this thing started? How did this match come to?
I'm not,
because I could tell Khalid was real upset.
If people in comments, we have 90 people watching. If somebody wants to give us a kind of a breakdown, because this is not pre-recorded. We guys are live. We are discussing this shit right now. Come on, people. We need your help.
But I just felt like even when they were interviewing and doing stuff, Ryan would say stuff that was not offensive. That was just hype, having fun, doing an interview. And just Khalid was uninterested and more or less just quiet and then kind of aggressive whenever Ryan was trying to grab his hand. And I don't know. There were some weird moments to that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's Khalid in general too, because he just looks like a power machine. All he was built for his life is to lift heavy and kill people, and that's what he does. I don't think there's much sense of humor and like whatever.
Background, is he a fighter?
I don't know. I think he is a dude like works there, and he's an MMA fighter too. Like, he has that background. So yeah, I think he's just like a pure brute type thing.
Yeah, I mean, listen, every arm wrestler, you just get put on notice. When you go into that match with Khalid and you decide to talk a bunch of shit, right, and have fun and think you're promoting this arm wrestling match, when you see this guy, this dude is having the MMA stare down.
Right, exactly. That was crazy. So people in comments say Khalid is not used to this game of promoting a match. True, right? It's not him for sure. Then Khalid said he could beat Ryan after the schoolboy match. Well, yeah, I guess that was in press conference, but I guess somebody replied that said that Ryan told Khalid to fuck off, and Khalid didn't like this, so he got very mad and told his patron Ali to deal with it.
Yeah. Well, that'll do it.
I don't know. People saying that Ryan did said something originally, something like Khalid. Khalid challenged Ryan after Ryan talked shit. That makes sense. All right. Yeah. Ryan said in the video that Schoolboy will wipe the floor with him, and he wasn't even at Ryan's level yet. And I guess Khalid didn't like it, and probably Khalid was like, "Yo, I'll beat fucking Schoolboy, then I'm gonna beat you." So.
Right, yeah, and I'm gonna tell you something. It was awesome how good he did. It was crazy. I bet you that's a sore cat though. Boy, his arm had to be sore.
Dude, who knows?
He did every move. He did every move. And listen, He did every move wrong. Every move.
You know what's crazy?
No smoke,
I don't know.
Alan. I do not want no smoke, man. Don't be over here trying to muscle the beast if you see me, all right? But every move you did was completely wrong. Whoever showed you that stuff, you should hate them, okay? They are not your friends. Whoever is teaching you how to maneuver.
All of their technicalities, so the Khaled, Larry, like none of them guys has a good technique. It's almost, some of you kind of hating on them.
I saw Larry teaching or arm wrestling. Oh, it was Eddie Hall. And it was just some, side table, whatever. But man, Larry looked like a professional arm wrestler compared to Eddie.
Eddie, yeah.
It's funny because I know Eddie got a couple lessons from
Neil Pickup and stuff.
But you know what else? Have you ever showed somebody how to arm wrestle and then they did it the exact opposite right when you turned around? Yeah, That's what Eddie did. He did not listen to one thing in the setup, and you could tell Larry was pretty tall, had his hand here by his chest. I mean, it was just, you could tell that I was kind of impressed with that. And listen, Larry may have figured it out now because he's less competitive, so he probably hasn't taken his time, looked at it a little bit. But listen, guys, you got to have some balance, man. Your feet, you have to have a plan. Even if your plan is to drop your ass, make sure that your feet are not crossed and showing me that you are hanging with all of your pressure on that elbow pad, and the peg is what's keeping you up.
Yeah, the feet is funny. I like what you're saying. That I look at the practice all the time to where I'm trying to. There's a bunch of new guys in Jacksonville team, and I'm trying I don't understand why they're not pinning me, and it's normally their legs, right? They're just not squatting enough, and I'm like, I will move their pec so the elbow never touches. I'll move everything around, and there's not a pin, and I'm not providing any pressure. I'm like, dude, you're stopping yourself. I'm like.
100%, and that's the
reason. Squat down, just drop.
That's the first thing they should. I tell people all the time: show me you're starting, and then you're lucky enough to win this match in perfect fashion. Show me the lane, and you'll see them. They need an arm. They need to touch somebody so that you help them hold themselves up, and it's unbelievable. So, ghost arm wrestling is the most important thing at the beginning. You must have a lane, a balanced lane from start to finish where you can recoil in a balanced state. And listen, forget about the table being there, right? You start off with the table there, but then move the table. Move the table, and you should still be able to do everything. You shouldn't need that table. And if you do, then you're not going to be giving everything towards, and I believe for me, I don't want to set up a wall, a perimeter around the table like a lot of people do. I want to generate every single thing in that one hit. Mm-hmm. And I need to do it and be in a super balanced place, even if I get stopped, right? Even if I get stopped, it can't be. I mean, listen, I'm pretty sure I saw Khaled at one point had his feet switched.
At some point, he looked like a perfect top roller. All of a sudden, there was one match when he looked like this. And I'm like, oh, shit. Okay. Well,
I think it helps, too, when you see Schoolboy have a Schoolboy, he went to the Chance Shaw School of Adversity and Endurance.
Oh my God.
I mean, he's running in to hook someone that he cannot have beaten the hook after he knows it. That's just trying to get out of here because I'm done. And listen, that mental thing, listen, if you want to go to Dubai or East West, you want to go anywhere and try to dig out that third and fourth victory with these freakazoids, you have got to come here. This mental thing meaning, are you the type of person that will die right here at the table? If you're not that person, do you have a plan on how to not be in a position where you have to be in a 3-minute war, right? Like, where is it, right? And listen, I think Dave Chafee, for the most part, a pretty weak mentally endurance guy. He's not the guy. Normally, before this weekend, he is not the guy who is in the middle of a 2-minute match, wiping sweat off his forehead with his shirt, right? In the middle of the match.
Yeah,
but
no, never.
This goes to show you, he doesn't have to have crazy mental endurance. He just has to have a little bit more than the person he's pulling, right? And we saw it there too, that, you know, like, it was crazy that Vitaly was that.
Yeah, he was pulling a person that usually you're not even able to over endurance to like
that. Vitaly should not have, he should have went more into Dave's hand. He was so scared that he backed up, but he backed up too much and he created a real connection problem height-wise. And even though he was strong enough to hold it, it was in such a bad position that it was eating his gas tank up too, boy.
He probably, I don't know if he had enough elbow though to deal with Dave like that though, to let him come in there a little.
Well, that's what I mean. I think, but listen, I think that he was scared to put his hand up in there, thinking Dave would hook him. But we saw Dave's lane. Dave was top rolling the whole time. He needed more, right? But I understand why. I've been there. I mean, go back and watch 2015. We're in a fucking war, and it has to do with my ability to get out of his hand a little bit backwards, right? But it also creates such a leverage problem that we get into this weird king's move under the table. Ultimately, he pushes me down with his wrists like that too. But this is all in an 8-second, 13-second thing. That thing they had going on was pretty impressive.
Right, they had like that last match that lasted all 3 falls or whatever.
Yeah, I believe that. It was awesome. It was. I mean, and what? Listen, those matches. That match reminded me of me and Richard Lupke's. It was a guy that gets credit for a win so much more than in the history of any of his wins, because he did it in a strange, unnatural fashion. Right. Like, the thing with Richard Lupke's wasn't that big a deal if I would have beat Richard Lupke's. If I would have raped him on the grip and handled him, flash pinned him, it would have been just another Travis Bagent win. But because of the stand-up Rich and the fact that he was actually stronger that day, he just didn't take the best lane, that legend was created. That just happened to Dave Chafee. Right. That will be one of the most significant moments in his life, because of the fashion that he usually pulls and what the hell that man just did. Mm-hmm. It was, and then the fact that the other guy gets taken out in the ambulance. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, it's an awesome story.
Hey, East versus West was, I think that they were on Dubai a little bit. They were on the King. Not now. Boom.
That's an interesting conversation.
They almost died. You can't pull. You can't make it better than that, man. That was good.
That's a good angle. Yeah, you know what? I'm upset you didn't watch it live though on a Saturday, because like I went to my buddy's house and like we stayed there and I watched the whole thing. Man, it was 5 to 6 hours fucking long, right? But I know, but
it was only 3 minutes. I've watched 3 minutes of highlights. I saw everything.
Yeah, it's just because, you know, I'm messaging Lindsay. I'm like, yo, 2 matches left. I'll be home soon. But no, David and fucking Artem had to throw and slip and have a war and come back in 6. So all of a sudden, 20-minute match is 1 hour. And then the next thing is, I'm like, fuck. So I'm literally telling her, like, yo, Dave and Vitaly last round. That still lasted 25 minutes or whatever, right? But regardless, like the little show they get in the front, be like some finalist of the tournament, and like the guys talking. And Vitaly almost dying. I think that overall show, I don't know, that was a lot more enjoyable to watch than that Devon and Levon. That was a sad day. The card was sad. Like whatever. You called me talking shit. That Saturday was really fun. So if you want to compare the two, like, yeah, I think Andy needs some heart attacks happening in the next one.
You're gonna have to kill a motherfucker. Kill somebody on the stage. A death match. Whoever loses, y'all cut his head off.
It was entertaining. I think Jake, Ozzy, arm wrestler, Ryan, and Coach Ray, they did like, so I don't know, all of them together, they did a fun job rather than
the Australian dude's awesome, right?
Dude, he was insane. I love it. Like the whole
thing. I
didn't
really watch it yet, but every time I see him on any video, it makes me like pop up and smile. So
hey, we had $4.99 super chat from Vigilante. Ryan's confidence skyrocketed after beating a tired and hurt Khaled.
Say it again. Read that again.
Ryan's confidence skyrocketed after beating a tired and hurt Khaled.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I know that when Ryan Bowen is promoting and speaking about arm wrestling, that he is trying his best not to be a bad person. I know that, right? I believe that. I guess I could be wrong, but I do believe that he's a good guy. So I feel that he's in a no-win situation there. I don't know why he would do that. And now you're right. He can't be happy about it. Can't even talk about it.
Yeah, can't celebrate, can't talk. Yeah,
can't. We don't want to see it again because it was too close and he was too tired. So we don't want
to. Well, hold on. Is that what you're thinking? Because that's like the next match. They've got like, it's already like lines up. Like February, I think they're recording.
I don't want to see it.
You don't want to see it?
Yeah, I think that Khaled's going to kill him.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I mean, I agree. Because if you don't agree with it, then it's basically you say it so Ryan can be a schoolboy. Right?
Yeah, and you know what, man? We need to be careful because when you're not
what do you mean?
When you're not really good, you can lose any time. And the fact of the matter is schoolboy is not really good. Right? The thing is Ryan's not really good either. But the fact is like me saying that I know who's going to win between Chance Shaw and Ryan Bowen in Florida but the fact is that Chance Shaw wasn't very good. So that's why you leave the door open. And Khaled is not very good. So you leave the door open, right? And then you get to guys like Levon and you're like, no, he's really good. So we don't want to see matches. But, I don't know. I just think that eventually Ryan's got to stand up for himself against Khaled too, because you can't really keep going into this and having all this weird underlying hostility at some point, somebody's got to tell Khaled, hey, you fucking retard, stop trying to bully people, man. What the fuck is wrong with you? We're allowed to talk shit and all that. You don't get to punch us and really try to scare us. That ain't a part of the game.
Right. Yeah. It really depends on what he wants to do, right? If he wants to be an arm wrestler and be there, you need to relax a little bit. If you want to go there punching people,
they want to sell the pay-per-view, they're gonna want Ryan to say, listen, I beat you before, I'll beat you again. I don't care. You're tired, you're not tired. It don't matter. I'm a superior arm wrestler. You still don't know how to move. You don't understand the vectors. All that, right? If he says all that, someone has to tell Khaled, hey, wake up. We're trying to sell the pay-per-view.
Right. I mean, he doesn't have to say stuff back. He just doesn't have to take it, to where he tries to kill somebody or some shit, right? Everything is weird.
Jonathan Laba, don't get weird. Right? We're talking, we're having fun, we're promoting. You just jerked me across the table. Now it's weird. Right. Come on, bro.
Now do we have to have this apology video? I don't need that.
Maybe I'm the only one that saw the weirdness with Khaled, but it was definitely kind of strange to me. Because eventually I would just pull him to the side and be like, yo, bro, do we have a communication problem here? Do you want me to apologize to you and not promote this match? What exactly are you offended about? And do you understand that this is a no offense taken kind of promotion? Right. I mean, because he really can't be. Can you really be that mad at Ryan?
No. If you're mad at Ryan, you're really mad at yourself. Because Ryan's, I don't know. I don't believe in any, like, I'm a fan of Ryan, but any of his trash talk attempts and all that shit. I mean, yeah, if they get you, it's there's something in you that you're not happy about with yourself. Because if you're healthy, you don't care.
And I should apologize to Khaled if that is a act as well.
Right.
Maybe it is, and it'd be great if it is. So.
No, you can see like after he lost and how it was awkward and stuff, how we just kind of they shook hands and he didn't want to pull that whatever. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's a weird situation. I don't know why Ryan forces himself in it. You know what's funny too? Chance. After watching this whole thing, Chance made a Facebook post that same day. Give me Khaled. Dude, you watch 6 hours of pay-per-view and you want to pick like the biggest dude that doesn't know what he's doing and he will probably punch you too? No, what the fuck?
Hey, dummy. Chance ain't no dummy. He knows.
I don't know. I love Chance, but like I just wish he made a post about Robert Burnett. You know what I mean? Like there's some cleaning in the house we have to do, right? Why are you picking up Khaled? He doesn't even have a YouTube channel, does he?
Go get Corey West.
Right. Like, I don't know. But yeah, Khaled pick is a weird one. Speaking
I gotta be careful, man. I got a feeling that I'm gonna have to pull Chance.
You can't be talking too much.
I can't beat anybody.
I'm gonna be out here.
Never been beat. Shirt on.
I got the belt. We got 199 super chat. It's a weird one, but from the same vigilante guy. We need to see Morozov versus Irakli next. Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of okay with that. Yeah, I mean that's a tough gig for Irakli, but I'm telling you, man, that kid's a good arm wrestler, man. Solid.
Yeah, it's interesting to see because of the age and that where they kind of brew around. And
it's got great balance, man. Great balance.
Hey, so there is a theory. I would like to hear your opinion. Have you seen the results of the tournament in Chechnya where like Vitaly got crushed and Farid came out? Have you seen those videos?
I have,
like 4 weeks ago.
The losses, like 3 losses that Vitaly had.
Yeah. So there's a theory right now. People discussing if those people we jerk off to nowadays, like Vitaly's and Levants and all that. Are they really that untouchable, or they just be not performing in those big tournaments? Because you see, like Farid came from like 5-year Turkey vacation and came and smashed. That Zaur guy that had been trying to come along, he also beat Vitaly. So like a lot of high level dudes got pinned. So there's a theory like is Levant and all those dudes are really like top 5, or there's so many dudes nowadays? No.
In that category as Vitaly.
Okay.
But I think that we got to really listen, you want to throw shade on Dave's win right now? Let's put it out there that Vitaly is not the same juiced up arm wrestler that he was.
No, not that. I wonder if like all of the dudes are really like, there's a lot more dudes that can be in the top 5. That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, there's one dude and then there's about 40 dudes. One dude, then 40 dudes.
But do you really think that Levant is that far away? Because I remember when.
I don't know if he is. I know that we don't know he's not because it's pretty obvious that Dave Chafee is going to stop anybody else for the first match. The first match, Dave, if you're one of the 40 guys in this world, you and Dave don't move the first 2 seconds of the match. Levant's the only one that just went, no problem. And we're watching Dave war with these other guys, and it's awesome. And he's coming up, he's winning some, he's losing some. So I think Dave has shown us, and I also believe that a great version of any of the 40 guys could beat Dave too to try to bridge that gap. But the way we're set up, we're not going to see Levant arm wrestle enough for him to have any bad days.
Right.
Because it's only one day every 18 months.
Right.
Right? Like
that's what I'm saying. Like, I would like to see all of them at one tournament, because people were saying same shit about Dennis like 2 years before he got wrecked at that Zlati by Dave, when Dave was the first person to slow him down at that Zlati tournament.
Yeah.
Igor and many people, like, people forgot, but that year and year before that, everybody felt the same way about Dennis they feel about Levon. Like, hey, nobody touching Dennis in 5 years. And then Dave came out next year and like, oh shit, okay. So I wonder if, like, if you throw Levon, Vitaly back with them, who just beat him, there's a Farid guy. I wonder what's happening. I mean, Levon probably still beat them nowadays. Like,
I think he wins. And the thing is 2 weeks later, does he win again? 2 weeks later, does he win again? That's how. Because listen, all you need is a slip up one of those times to let the blood in the water. And that's why arm wrestling traditionally was so hard to stay on top, because you had to show it. That was the format. It ain't like
shit gonna change. Shit gonna change, because that big Chechnya tournament is repeating again in December. So they're gonna rack even more fucking rankings, and we're gonna have this weird conversation like, well, fuck. But yeah, you're right. Well, all we need is like 2 big events back to back.
Too, that took so much time off that he could be a totally different person by the time that, because I'm telling you right now, he did not look that good when he was in that tournament. Like, he did not look that good physically. And he looked a little bit better when he pulled Dave, but I still don't think that he is a maximum juicer like the rest of us.
Yeah, it seemed like the shape for him and Levon was better than this one, in my opinion.
And I mean, obviously, because even though it's not even, it's not the same.
Not taking anything from Dave though. Dave looked incredible for sure. Nasty.
Right now, Dave's right there, man. Like, if there's no Levon, then Dave's the guy, especially when it comes to being up 2-0. Come on, man. He's just whacking guys. On point. On point.
Oh, okay. $5 super chat. Has Travis been invited to compete recently at King of the Table or East versus West? What's going on, Trav?
I got invited. I got invited back in July to let Ingen know when I'm available. But every one of these events is during football season right now, so I'm pretty locked. I'm out until May 1st. Because the NFL draft is in the end of April. So my entire life is leading up to a possible opportunity with Tyson Bagent in the 2023 NFL draft. So, but anytime May, June, July, there could be a chance but I will tell you this, I'm not interested in like being the announcer like Don Underwood or the Italian or the Australian guy, where they're actually standing up with a microphone. But as far as me getting behind the camera and doing some color commentary, I would definitely be willing to do some stuff, but not 100%. Like, I got to find out what weekend it is, and I got to really prepare myself to fly all the way over there. You know what I mean? I would imagine that they're not going to give me $20,000 to do this talking. So, it's going to be one of those things where I'm not always going to say yes, but yeah, one of these days I will. That's from Ingen. And then I got asked to pull the Italian guy. What's his name?
Hermes,
the freaking big juice head who is just putting on pounds and pounds. He's starting to look like the one Russian dude that I lost to over there. What was that kid's name?
I don't know. Dmitry? No, the
real awesome dude that doesn't pull anymore, but he's trying to get him back. The kid. I think had a war with John. I think he beat John. Man, are your fingernails painted?
Oh, I'm number one guy in the country.
Wow. Yo, what is up with that, dude? What is up with that?
When somebody can beat me, I can pay them back. Oh, not pay them, but
What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with the colored nails?
I'm telling you, I can flex until somebody beats me under 200 pounds. I cannot pay my nails, but it cannot be done in North America. Unless somebody can come to the house. I'm here, baby.
Strange there. Is that a shout out to the LGBTQ community? Artem is your friend, the show, obviously.
I'm a supporter.
Friend of LGBTQ. No, what's his name, man? What's the young kid's name that got huge, juiced up? He beat me, he beat John in Turkey, and then he beat Dennis in the world champion Russian everything.
You mean Alexei? We're talking Artem?
Artem who?
Artem Klemenko?
No, man. Come on, dude.
Guys, help me out.
Loves him. He's trying to bring him back now.
We have Arsen.
Arsen Liliev.
Oh,
I think Hermes looks like Arsen now. He's starting to just get little weird looking from the medication, starting to change a little, getting a little Dennis Shaplinkoff-ish, little Arsen Liliev-ish.
Hey, Arsen,
be careful, Hermes. Be careful.
Man, who said Arsen first? Mikhail Merkulov was the first one to say Arsen.
Yeah, I can't believe that dude beat me so bad I don't even remember his name.
When did he beat you?
I don't know, Turkey 2009, maybe.
You know that according to Arsen, he actually has only like one legitimate, two losses in his whole career. That's it. Like every time he arm wrestled, he lost twice. Once to Wagner in Brazil, and I guess next time to Dennis at Nationals. That's all his losses were.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean,
I don't know what it counts.
He lost matches with John Brzezinski, but I think he won the super match. Is that what happened?
I don't think John ever beat him though.
Yeah. I mean, I saw John pin him a couple times over in Turkey.
Really?
Too. And then Dennis a couple times too.
I think Dennis beat him that 1 year at Nationals, and then Arsen came. I don't know how they want to count it. Yeah, what but I remember him saying that, and I'm like, how do we keep that back?
And I met that guy. He's 176 pounds, and then he's 270. He's like freaking that. I'm telling you right now. I just saw a post TikTok something with Hermes, man. Listen, you better get off of that juice, man. It ain't worth it. Come down.
You're helping out in case Hermes watches this video in Italian, and you just be like, hey.
Yeah, well, you don't have to do it like Vitaly did and just get off the whole thing. Just taper down, man. Taper down.
Damn, guys, I'm sorry. I missed all the super chat. Travis, ever travel out to King of the Table? Dennis and Brzezinski beef. I mean, Travis just said what he said about traveling.
Yeah. Which I would tell you this though, I would there's some of it is very, I wake up sometimes and you tell me I could go to Dubai and be in John's corner, I'm in. But then the days leading up to it, I'm like, man, are you kidding me? I gotta go. Oh my God. Yeah, it's just a nightmare.
I looked at the tickets because they're gonna have a money tournament October 29, I think. Like the winner gets $3,000 or whatever. Second place, 15, 13 for the third. Right hand only in two classes. I'm like, fuck, I left, but it's $900 ticket. Flight is 14 hours and a 6-hour flight back. I'm like, ooh, it just sounds all fun and good until you have to get on the plane.
Yeah. Now I've been on that plane with Greg Glassman in CrossFit when we had our own bedroom. Now I can do that now, but I got a feeling that Ingen and Adam Silver going to stick me in 37F.
And here you got the guys from 37 to 40 already staying in the front of you.
Oh man, terrible.
Travis versus Dennis super match. Stop playing and Travis get that money.
Yeah. How much money is it? No one will tell me how much money these guys are making.
Yeah.
I think these guys are over there. I think these guys are going over there for these free vacations. I don't think they're making any money.
All right, they'll be smiling a lot better. We have $20 super chat.
Travis, hey, stop sending the money.
Travis, how is it that after 30 years of also at the top of the game as a competitor, promoter, etc., John Brzenk still mispronounces your last name as Bagent instead of saying Bagent? Or is that a pronunciation okay? So is it Bagent or Bagent?
It looks like Bagent, but it's Bagent. And listen, everybody knows how relationships work. Sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail, okay? Me and John Brzenk have a relationship that is the love comes from me. He is not an active participant in our relationship. Our relationship derives and is cultivated and enhanced by my love. Okay, so yeah,
I got
he can call me whatever he wants. Daddy, whatever you want, Daddy, I'm in.
Benji Mac. Oh, Benji with $6 super chat with
Save your money, Benji. Save your money.
Benji's a great guy. All right. So yeah, I don't know. People's super chats kind of got confused with asking when you're gonna be here and there, because I think it's funny. You and Tyson worked out. I mean, it's the whole thing seems like to be changed, right? Because in the beginning of this year, you were like getting an arm wrestling, me and you're practicing, you all of a sudden beating me and shit. It's all been going all good. And then Travis is back to that mode because you were on that kind of a comeback thing, right?
I mean, listen, every day I come back.
Right. I understand. So I like I don't know. I like that you taking the pause and like, all right, till May, nobody fucking fuck with me, right? I mean, you might be able to start trading some little bit by the end of it, but yeah, I can see how you're all in Tyson and Ezra for the next fucking until May.
Yeah, I don't think that people understand how like there is a
right.
I mean, listen, the odds are stacked against you, but when you got a horse in the Kentucky Derby, you got a chance. And listen, you win that Kentucky Derby, baby, and life is different.
Right.
Now, the hard thing, how can you get a horse in the Derby? Well, I got one. I got a horse in the Derby, baby. So we're going to see how it works out.
Yeah, so that's why like I wish more people understood, because like I think we answered this shit so many times. Like you had some comeback date, you had this, and I mean I've spent enough time with you, so I know like how you are close to this whole thing and how Tyson's doing great. So like I understand that like there is a lot of in you because you seeing all the shit happening and you want to go beat up on Hermes, but in the same time, like you want to make sure Tyson goes beat up on other dudes. So
still too, like. If I had never been to Dubai and arm wrestled a world champion and won, then I would probably want to do it.
Right. But you've done that before.
You know what I've never done?
What?
Had a horse in the Kentucky Derby, baby. But I got one of them now. So listen, I mean, I don't, to me, it's like you. It's unbelievable that you'd have to explain it twice. But the truth is that you know, Tyson's got a real shot at getting drafted, and you know, dreams come true there every year, right? And it's you know, so we're gonna ride this out and see what happens. And you know, listen, he may just be a 11-day contract, priority free agent, drop out, flunk, maybe, but he might not. He might win the Kentucky Derby, baby. And then you find out that all of a sudden you're on the prefaces of a Triple Crown, and you know there's three guys. It's like Tom Brady, Pat Holmes, Tyson Bagent. You know what I mean? You let that starts running off your tongue. Now everything's different. If that happens, I will never see you guys again.
Yeah, but if not, we're gonna see you.
Ever.
And if it doesn't happen, we're gonna see you with Cobra and Hadar in the legendary match in the fucking status.
Yeah. If 2 years from now I'm running a Travis Bagent Classic, you know it didn't work out.
Man, where is that taking place? Martinsburg?
Wherever gives me the $500 for the venue.
I got you, Doug. Jacksonville, Florida, Travis Bagent Classic, November 12th.
Hey, you know what?
What?
Once we decide exactly where Tyson is doing his draft prep, it'll be somewhere in Florida. We will run a tournament down there just because we ain't got nothing else to do.
Right. I was thinking about so many
I'll check
gathering.
with Brandon first. I'll check with Brandon first.
Right, you have to have it scheduled,
No
dog.
smoke,
Don't be messing
baby.
it up. Don't miss out the schedule, bro. I would like for you to come down just for some practice with you and like get Tadzilla out here. Just have a little party. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy.
Hell yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. 2 easy plane tickets. I don't know.
I could bring the chicks.
Well, I talked to Brandon. Travis versus Jake Paul. I'd pay for that. $1.99.
Yeah, I would like to teach each one of those brothers how to arm wrestle each other and make it seem like that they didn't know that I was training both of them. Right? So they get an arm wrestling match. They talk shit. And as soon as they leave the room, they both get in touch with me. I don't tell either one of them that I'm talking to the other. So, and then every time that I'm around one of them, I'm saying, oh, you're going to kill him. And then when I'm around his brother, I'm like, dude, you're going to kill him. Right? And just back and forth. And then they both introduce me as
then
their
they count the day off and they both come to the table like this.
Every stereotype known to man, we cover it all.
Bro, it's funny. People that come out of your seminar, and if they happen to remember suck it all in, the next tournament, they look hella awkward because they forgot everything they've done before. They come there like this, and then they praying, they remembered everything, and it's connected, and they stood up, and they usually open up because they forgot one or another thing. Or usually they did it in the seminar and they waited 3 months until repeated in the tournament and it didn't work out. Your seminars do create the like instant change in people. It's just a matter of fact if they practice it or not. I've noticed that. All right. Well, all right, sir. We've been here for 1 hour. I read all the crazy super chats. Do you remember the announcement?
Private little thing here. We are looking for 25 $1,000 investors. Right? Listen to me here. The tournaments that we want to run cost 25 grand.
Okay.
Those $1,000 investors will have 2% of the company, but they'll be responsible for 4% of the cost, right? So we spend that 25 grand to run the tournament. When it's all said and done, if we only have 24 grand after it's all over, everybody has to come up with $20, right? Because we got to get back up to 2,500. If there's 2,600 or 26,000, we take that $1,000, we divide it, and you get your 2%. I have about 18 of those guys already listed. If you are listening and you want to start a business with Travis Bagent being completely in control of all the finances.
Why don't you call me before we discuss this so we can...
But it's only $1,000 to be a part of it. If you're interested and you want to hear it, you DM us and let us know. I will give you the sales pitch.
I don't know. I feel, guys, DM me. I feel like whenever Travis does this, the money are losing. The money, as soon as I see this, the money is gone. You guys message me.
$1,000 could turn you into a corporate member of our organization. I'm telling you, small time investment. Let me know. 25 guys is all we're taking. I can tell you some of the guys right now, right? We got Primal Beef Jerky on board. Danny Gillian's on board. Stan Peach is on board. Paul Italia is on board. Right? We got them there. They're all coming out the woodwork. Tommy Watson on board. Greg Sharp on board. The great legend John Berzink on board. If you want to be one of those guys, you let me know. We're going to take 25 and that's it. Anybody who ever stops participating, we will go down to 24, 23, 22. We will never include another person.
Do you know the date for the first alignment, first event? What we got?
It will be in May. The first 4 events will be May, June, July, and August.
So whole summer.
Fall season starts, and we will go every other month for the rest of our lives until we decide that this format does not work. But I'm telling you, I think we got it. One weight class, big money left and right.
Yeah,
you win the class, you get a shot at the title. You win the title, you get paid, you keep winning the title, you keep getting bonuses for winning. You can't come to the tournament next month, you vacate the title. You want back in, go win the tournament, you become the #1 contender again. Easy formula.
Sounds besides giving you $1,000, everything sounds amazing. I'm in it. I'm all about it.
Well, you are out. You are not allowed at all to ever be involved in the organization from an investor standpoint. Now, we will be hiring you and utilizing your services on the staff, but just don't get it twisted. The staff is not the owners. Okay, so if you've got 3 or 4 people telling you what the fuck to do, you get to step in. Okay. Hey, Scott Dushin, he's one of the guys. He's in.
Scott is one of my bosses. I got
Scott's
you.
your boss. Scott is your new boss.
All righty. I like
anybody in too. Even if I hate you, you can be a part of this if you give me $1,000. That's how good of a guy I am.
That's a great.
You want in, you're in. Hey, except Leonard Harkless and Denise Waddles, I don't want your money. I hate you. I do not want your money. I just had someone just text me, say they're in. I don't even know who it is.
Perfect. So I would like, since I'm here, I would like to take 30% of that one.
No, you are out. You have already showed your stance on the $1,000. You do not like me being in charge of the finances. You're out.
Me? No, Travis, trust me. As far as I'm concerned, and me and you, I love to be to be in charge of finances, because I've never gotten fatter and richer. I think the audience is disagreeing, not me. I love it.
I just got people texting me right now. Listen, right now, before we get off of here, we got 2 minutes. Someone's going to post right now that they want in. Now you watch. I'm counting right now. You'll see it. Boom. I'm in. $1,000. Tell Travis I'm in. Who's the first person going to do that? 29.
That's 28. Benji said that was him.
Is Benji in?
Benji is in.
All right.
Mike G said, I'll pay $1,000.
That's 2. Hey, let's keep it going. We need 13.
Moco Grande 81 said, smart investing.
Hey, let me tell you something. Whoever these 25 guys are, they're going to be very happy. Now, listen, they ain't going to make $1 million, but they're going to be a part of the biggest arm wrestling thing that I think that we could have right now. Because we got to include tournament arm wrestling, but we also understand that we're in a super match world. So the perfect blend of a 2-hour event, not a 6-hour event, awesomely produced. I'm telling you, we're about to hit. We got another one. Who's the next one? We need 2 more before we get off the phone.
I don't know. Somebody over here said,
up shit. Artem, start making it up like we're killing them. That way more people be like, I better hurry up or there's not going to be any spots left.
How many spots are left?
20 to 35 more. What are you kidding me? I'm taking everybody's money. Let's go. We're stopping at the first 25. So I don't know how many people are going to want in, but I'm going to
three spots of the 35 left. You can come in at 500. You come in at $1,000. So far, it's 2 only available spots. You have to give them the options because if you only have $500 at this point,
no $500.
The 5 minutes is where you can get in at half price. And if it happens to be 2 of you,
cannot get in.
Hey, that's how option works, buddy. You need to have someone have 500. Someone have $1 million, so you want them both. You know what I mean?
$1,000, 25 of you.
KZ McNamara, I will definitely consider it. I need more details. Pet Hunt, I'd
Daisy,
love to,
Daisy,
but I'm broke at the moment.
No, Daisy's out. Anybody who needs details is out. No detail. But listen, that's as much as we got. No paperwork and no details, baby. None of that.
Yeah, man, I don't know somebody's accountant will like that idea.
That's awesome. All right, you're the man, dude. Hey, let's I'm gonna get some artwork together though. We got to get this tournament thing cracking.
Yeah, let's get it going. All right, guys, thanks everyone. We'll discuss it later next week. We've been out for 1 hour. Hermes, you heard that you've been not called out. Nobody been called out. It's been
nobody's been called out. Never been beat.
Never been beat. Never been called out. We're good. All right, everyone.
Primal beef jerky.
Yes, guys. Everybody buy beef jerky. The code is in the
If you buy beef jerky and you don't buy it from Primal, you're a bad person.
Terrible. You're not gonna sleep at night, and yeah. Somebody will grab your code. All right, son. Later. All right, we're gonna remove this guy out of here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, don't report. All right, guys, thanks for watching and recording. We will see you next time. I try to message Travis every week to make sure if he's available, he's at home. We do those, so I'll come in next week and redo one of those. Please subscribe on my channel as well. Benji was given the link. I'm pumping out this content. Maybe some clips will go on my channel nowadays anyway. But yes, please like and subscribe to mine and Travis's channel. As I said, we'll be back. Try to be back weekly. And y'all chats was great today. And wanted to say something about Travis and all that. But yeah, we'll be back. It's all good. Yeah, please like and subscribe. Thanks, Benji, for providing the link. If anyone has certain ideas, because actually no, Travis is hard to deal with, so I'll keep it going. See ya. Thanks, everybody. Please like and subscribe both channels. I'll keep it going. Man, I did want to say something. What does Coach Ray say? Stay calm and love arm wrestling.